Hello guys, we're coming back to you from the lookout with a new deck profile from
Emad Kashy, repping Northeast Kai at Brussels Invitational.
Excellent. So can you tell us, what did you play today?
I played Trader Dende.
What up? Yeah, man. So what can you tell us about it?
It's the same list I took to the commentary tournament, the U finals.
Oh wow, you're lucky. You didn't have to change your deck list.
I changed like one card from draft box.
Excellent.
So the deck's exactly the same. I just changed a few things in the main on matchups I was expecting and comfortable with. Oh, this is our way actually. So let's just start off with the Dragon Balls. Every list for this deck is basically 5 normal Dragon Balls, 2 1-stars. The 1-stars help you get the freezes in the draw, and it just helps you hit your opponent's hand. It's a hand.
Right.
It's a hand control deck at its heart. But the difference in my deck is I play a 7-card blue package, and the blue package is West Kai for Universe 6 matchup, and then East Kai for to play against counterplay. And there's a combo when you play Mecha Freezer, you look at the hand, you play the battle card and rest. They play the card during your turn. East Kai makes them bottom deck a card. So if you ever have 2 or 3, each Mecha Freezer makes them drop like 2 or 3 cards.
That's amazing. That's an amazing synergy between these two.
Yeah. And then what usually happens is you play the Kai, and then they counterplay on the Mecha. So you play a card through Mecha, they lose a card from Kai. Then they play the counterplay and they lose another card from Kai.
How many times did you do that today in this tournament?
3 or 4. There was a lot more mono colors. I played a lot of mono red today.
Right.
I played mono red Pan, mono red Baby, and mono red Gogeta VR. Every matchup I had today was different. So in 6 rounds of Swiss, I had 6 different decks.
That's very tough, huh?
It's a very diverse matchup. And then a lot of aggro today. So you tap out a lot with this deck, so you have to have Sparking Negates. And then also, I expect a lot of Broly U6. So you need this for Mirror, otherwise Mirror destroys you. And for other early game stuff, you have, this is like your, so this deck wishes on turn 2 90% of the time. Because what happens is you burst 2, search 2 twice, so you dropped 4 you've got 4 cards you drop, you've hit 4 Dragon Balls. When you've dropped 4, drawn for turn, use the Dragon Balls to draw and everything, you usually see 1 naturally. And then you play this to get 1, and then you play this for free, drop another 1, draw, and that's 7. So you wish turn 2.
So fast.
Yeah. So you wish turn 2, have one of these on board. So your turn 2, my most common turn 2 is wish these 2 guys are on board, that's 10k combo power, play a Desire for free, bring out Mecha Freezer, and then make them lose 2 cards in hand. And then the rest are just like tutors for different things. So if you can't see your Desires, you've got 1-drop Kagome, searches for this 2-drop Desire. You've got 1-drop Freezer, this puts 4-drop Freezers into a drop. And then, but this, I've got 2 main deck tech for Janemba, and that's 1 Frost and 1 Fu.
It's interesting how you put main stuff in the main for Janemba. It's a very good preparation.
But it's because even though it hits against I expected more Janemba, but I think it was like 3.
Yeah.
Because the UK player base expected Janemba, but then the Italians and the French loved hyper aggressive decks. It was just a lot of hit, a lot of U6, Pan, Broly, Baby, stuff like that. But the reason this card's good in the main because it doesn't only hit Janemba. You can use it as a 0-cost drop a freezer to play.
I see.
And then you can also shuffle targets back. So against Baby, if they combo off Digging Deep, or you've used 1-star for example, and they've dropped Digging Deep, you combo this, drop a Mecha Freezer, put that Digging Deep bottom deck. They have no target for their familiar bonds. And then it's alright against Gogeta VR because they need 2 Goku, 2 Vegeta. You can make that 1-2, and they don't have double strike. Even though this is like, it's tech for like 1 deck kinda, but it hits in many ways. And then Fu is just, when you're going for game, it's a
yeah, Fu is self-explanatory in a way, yeah.
This is you bait their counterplays very easily with the free Desire. And then you can play Shenron, And if Shenron sticks, it's just game over because it's either untap 2, that's another desire, or a very common play is you've controlled the hand to like 2 or 3 cards. Shenron, wish this for free, 20k double strike dual attack crit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
so,
wow.
So they go from 8 to 0, 8 to 4, yeah.
Such a good breakdown. What I mean, I want to ask you, what since you had to prepare against many different kinds of decks, what did you put in your side deck?
Alright. Should I make some space?
No, it's okay. You can keep it like this.
Alright, so this deck used the main deck Occupation Chain because it was a good finisher. It was a good finisher, and it's a triple strike, and against a lot of swarm decks, this rests everything, and it just KOs everything. So like you either choose all the active, put in the rest, or place all that rest in the drop. So you can, if I had this against, I think there was a hit player today who's doing really well currently.
Yeah, he's top 4.
He gets like a board of 10 cards very easily. So I could, for example, I could play this, go up the chain, and kill his board if I don't, and then that way, even if I don't kill him, I don't have to worry. For other extremely slow matchups, I had second Shenron, just because the card's good. A good play with this against Janemba is you resurrect Frost, combo again, 3 back into your deck, and when you also side for Janemba, you also got 2 TN, and then since he's 4, you can also shuffle them back in. So if they don't side in their demon swords, you keep this, permanently summon this, permanently cycle stuff like this, and you can cycle your free drop super combos as well.
Wow. So much good stuff
And then
in there.
same thing, more Frost.
2 more, right.
Just helps. 2 Demigra.
Yeah, against the big ones.
Won me my match against Baby today. So I went 2-1 against Baby, but I should have 2-0'd him. Game one, I just East Kai hand controlled him. You can play. Game 2, I should have let him go into Baby because I had this in hand and killed it. But instead I stopped him, and then he finally went into Baby chain turn 4, and then this was useless. And then after the game, I was just thinking, why did I do that? And then game 3, I could stop his Baby chain, but I was like, no, I'll just let him do it. Let him go in the Baby chain, come with the Migra, and then it just dies. And then OG Broly as well. I used it against OG Broly. I mean, not OG Broly. Green Broly.
Green Broly started it.
Kid Q, red aggro, pan. Just
kills the 1-drops.
Yeah.
Doesn't let them attack. Amazing.
Yeah, Kid Q doesn't let them abuse, like, just in case they were doing the Android build. But if they do the Android build in the Kid Q deck, you can't ever really swing or like commit to any swing.
You can just negate the later swing so they cannot swing with
the one weakness of this deck is you can't remove active cards. That's where the occupation's important. And then, so I'm not maining, you need it, 2 Nimbus.
Yes, finally someone nice.
I wish, usually, I think most metas currently, Time Magic's always better because there's a lot of restand, especially like in set 8. So when I was practicing this, I was practicing against new stuff as well. This deck currently hasn't lost to set 8 Broly, set 8 Baby, because you can kill their hand and Time Magic just solos the matchup because they can't restand. And then Nimbus was mainly for Extreme Swarm. Like, it won me games against Pan, because Pan, the only scary thing about Pan is their big Fearless Pan turn. And then and it did really well against the Hit U6 player. I lost by 5k combo power in both games, so it was a very, very intense matchup.
Do you think you're gonna keep playing this deck in this version, or you have some other plans for the future?
So this deck, I believe, is very viable in set 8. You would obviously put in some draft box cards and some other stuff. So but I don't think I'm gonna play it because I've been playing this deck for like 3 months now because of all the tournaments back to back.
Sometimes it's enough, huh?
But if you pick it up, the one thing I always say about this deck is if you pick it up and you pilot it perfectly, you should lose.
Yeah.
And that's my type of deck.
I think hand control is like that, even if the players are drawing a lot.
Yeah. So every game I've lost today, it's been from minor, like little mistakes, and I kind of like the high risk, high reward. Yeah. Like, I like a deck where if I play perfectly, it rewards me, and if I make a mistake, I get punished. I see. It just adds fun to the game.
And that's what it's most about. So thank you for the deck profile. We're gonna put it up online, guys. This is a really, really nice and spicy deck list. So
one more shout out
yes,
to this.
of course.
Northeast Kai. It's my local Dragon Ball scene YouTube channel. We post deck profiles, videos, and games of all local scenes every like few days.
Excellent.
So,
Thank you, of course, and we're happy to share them as well. So,
Alright.
yes, thank you guys, and you can leave your feedback in the comments, and we'll let you know how it turns out. But I think we have a great, really, really great meta coming along, and this is one of the decks that you'll be seeing around. So, good luck.